British Columbia is one of the most sought-after provinces in Canada. So naturally, BC PNP is very popular right now. As usual, if you get a nomination from this province, you will get 600 additional CRS points, which will guarantee a Canadian PR. But be prepared for some serious competition. British Columbia is a perfect combination of nature and adventure. It is preferred by many because of its moderate climate compared to the rest of Canada. So let's see how you might get nominated. There are 3 ways to get nominated for the BC PNP. The Skills Immigration Program is for skilled and semi-skilled workers in high-demand occupation. There are 5 subcategories here which we will talk about later. Express Entry BC is for those who have an active Express Entry profile. This is also a point-based system and there are 4 subcategories. Finally, the Entrepreneur Immigration Program is for experienced entrepreneurs who are willing to invest and actively manage a business in BC. Be prepared with enough funds for investment and personal use. Let's compare and understand the eligibility for Skills Immigration and Express Entry streams. These are the 5 streams under Skills Immigration Program. For the Express Entry BC program, all the streams are same except the last one. Both require a full-time job offer from a British Columbia employer in line with the province's wage rates. Remember, the job offer must be under NOC code 0A or B. Your offer cannot be random. You need to have at least 2 years of work experience directly related to the job you have been offered. You should be able to support your dependents and must have a legal immigration status in Canada. For the Skills Immigration Program, you should have a minimum of CLB 5 and for EEBC, a minimum of CLB 6. Express Entry Profile isn't mandatory for Skills Immigration Program, but for EEBC, you need to have an Express Entry Profile number and a job seeker's ID. Under entry-level and semi-skilled category, an applicant must have a job offer from BC in tourism, hospitality, tracking, and food processing industries. This option is not available in the EEBC program. Like Ontario, all the 3 programs under BC PNP have a point-based nomination system. First, check if you get at least 67 points under the Federal Skilled Worker category for Express Entry. With the help of your Express Entry profile number and your job seeker's code, get a job offer from a BC employer. A valid offer should not have an end date and must pay the province's wage rate. Now, submit your application online on the BC PNP portal for expression of interest. If your application is selected, you will receive an ITA. After that, you will have 30 days to submit your documents. If all your documents are in order, you will receive a provincial nomination. Finally, update your Express Entry profile with the nomination and get 600 extra CRS points. Now, you're ready to start your PR process. The biggest challenge is getting a valid job offer. Your employer must also be willing to wait for the entire PR process. Otherwise, you will have to get a work permit and start your job while your PR is being processed. On the plus side, you don't need an LMIA, a job offer is sufficient. You are exempted from a job offer if you have a postgraduate degree in BC in the last 3 years. But that applies only to specific streams like engineering, IT, health sciences, and agriculture. You can also work as a short-term researcher up to 120 days, for which you don't need a work permit. All you need is a temporary resident visa. In the last 3 draws, around 50 to 80 invitations were sent out only to tech candidates. They had a minimum provincial score of 90. That's pretty competitive. There has been a trend of sending out invitations in the Entrepreneur Immigration category as well. On an average, 2 draws per month are being done with 5 to 25 invitations being sent out. Their provincial score is above 110. British Columbia's provincial nomination is difficult to get, but it is a good way to move to Canada. A job offer is a prerequisite in most streams, but consider yourself lucky if you get one. Keep track of the NOCs receiving invitations by visiting the province's website regularly. In my next video, I will talk about Nova Scotia's PNP. Till then, Why not check out the business visa?